Howdy folks, today's video is a reading wrap-up of sorts. It's kind of like the most notable books I've read throughout the year because lately I've kind of been in the biggest slump I've ever been in my entire life. But I have read some pretty good books and I'm going to tell you about some of them. Some of them are, I feel like I got mostly 4.5 stars and like a couple good 5-star books, but yeah. Let's just get on with it. Okay, so the first one is part of a series. Feel like most of these are part of a series, but yeah, we'll just say that. So the first is Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I gave this one a 4.75. It was a pretty good start to the series. It was very interesting. It's kind of like The Red Queen and Powerless. Similar, kind of, but I feel like it's the most different of the two. There's a sickness in Kandala, that's the place. And the king is young. Him and his brother witnessed, I think, their dad's death, which is crazy. So the older one became king, the younger one became the king's justice, and he's supposed to be, like, really bad. Like, everybody's scared of him. And then we have the rebel girl. Her name's Tessa, and the funny thing is the next book also has a girl whose name's Tessa, and it's not part of the same series. So, Tessa's a rebel, and she works, like, at night, sneaking around and helping the sick people, because they need leaves that like heal them and they can't get enough because they're poor and can't pay for it or something like that. So yeah, that was a pretty good start to the series. I also read, not like consecutively, but I also read the next book. I forgot what it's called. Defend the Dawn. That one, not as good, kind of slow, kind of boring till the end. The end was pretty interesting. It was a cliffhanger, so that's what made it interesting. Didn't like that one as much, but it was still good. Next is Clockwork Prince. This book, I guess I gave it a 3.75, but I feel like looking back, actually no, I confused that with Clockwork Angel. I agree with the 7.5. So this is the second book of the Clockwork Angel series. It was pretty good. I feel like though Will was a brat the whole time, Jem was weird kind of, and Tessa, different Tessa this time, was kind of just dumb. The whole book kind of made no sense. And there is romance. There's a love triangle in the second book. The first book, there wasn't one. Second book, there is one. I don't love it. And there's also, like, it's not, like, I don't think it's a spice scene, but they take off clothes and they're, like, kissing, and it's kind of crazy. So, just be warned. I feel like I skipped over it a little, or skimmed it or something. I don't know. But that was a pretty good. It's, like, the filler book, so it wasn't the best. And then I read The Blood Trader by Lynette Noni. This is the final book in the Prison Healer series. It was pretty neatly wrapped up. It could have been a better ending, but it was still pretty interesting. Calvin, literally my favorite character ever. I love him. Almost made me cry a couple times, but if you know, you know. Yeah, slightly slow, but I still really like the character, so it was okay. And then I read the last book of Clockwork Angel, so Clockwork Princess. That book, 5 stars. 5 stars. The beginning, maybe a little slow. Maybe. I don't really remember. Fantastic book. The ending, I cried about like 3 different times. It wrapped up beautifully. It was fantastic. I loved it. There's betrayal and fighting and suspense, and it's so good. And then I read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. There is some spice in this. It is an adult romance, but it was pretty good. It was 2 people that have the same curse where they date somebody and then they break up and that person goes and finds their soulmate. So they were like, oh, you have the same curse as me. They found each other online, I think. And they were like, what if we date and then it like cancels out, so they break up and they go find their soulmate. So yeah, you get the gist of it. It's a pretty popular book. I gave that a 4.5. It was pretty good. There was spice. I skip over it. I don't know. I don't know what chapter it was in, or else I would help you out, but yeah. And then I read No Place Left to Hide. It's a mystery by Megan Lally. It's her second book ever, I think. 5 stars. Fantastic. I was very in the mood for that book. It was very good. I liked it. It's about a girl who, she's like the party girl. They always go to her place because she has the good party place. And then there was an accident, but we don't know what it is yet. And so she doesn't do parties anymore. And she's trying to get into a school, like Harvard or something. I don't remember. Some prestigious school. And then she starts getting threats and like people do stuff to her car, and it's kind of crazy, and very fast-paced, very good. I loved it. Some people, it wasn't their cup of tea, but I really enjoyed it, so you might as well. Then I read Defend the Dawn, which I already talked about that, and then I read The Fault in Our Stars, another 5-star. Fantastic book. Loved it. Very sad, emotional. There is, like, kind of a spice scene. It's not, like, I can't really remember. I don't think it's, like, explicit. But there is a spice scene. But yeah, there's 2 cancer patients, and it's sad, so it's kind of all you need to know. But it was really good, and I loved the characters, so. The next is 13 Reasons Why. I gave this 4.5. It's kind of, like, thriller-y, like, psychological, I think. So it's about a girl who commits suicide, and she records 13 tapes and passes them along to people, and she kind of explains why she did that, and like all the people who were at fault for it, kind of. So it's kind of a hard read, but it's interesting. It's a mystery. It's very gripping, and yeah, I really liked it. It's by Jay Asher. And then I read Nora Goes Off Script. That was a reread, but it was also audiobook, so if you don't count that, just whatever. So, 5 stars. Love it. I think there is some spice. I skip over it. I think there's only like 1 or 2 scenes, but the romance is just so good, and I love the story. It's just, if you really like romances, this is a great romance to read. It's a script writer, like a movie script writer, and a movie star, and he's like filming a movie on her property. It's so good. I loved it. This is the 2nd time reading it, and I still gave it a 5-star. And then I read Watch Me by Tahara Mafi. That's a 4.5 stars. Pretty good. There was a lot of language. Didn't love that part, but it's a series, and I need the next book because I feel like nothing happened in this book, but like a lot happened. And me and my friend gave it back and forth to each other as we were reading it. It was great. That was fun. It's James, the younger brother of Aaron Warner. His younger brother, James. It's his book when he's older. That one was pretty good. I liked it. Can't wait for the next books in the series. And then I read Six of Crows. I also gave this a 5-star. Six of Crows. I need to finish the series, except the next book is just chunky, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for it yet, so we'll see. But it's about 6 criminals. They go on an impossible heist. They all have, like, special abilities, not, like, magic. A couple of them have magic, or one of them. I don't remember. But, like, they all have special skill sets. So, Kaz Brecker, he's the leader. He's, like, super smart and good at plotting things. And then Inez, she's, like, sneaky and can do all the sneaking around and, like, climbing over things or in stuff and all that. And then Jesper, he's really good shot, and I think he's like good at betting. And then I forgot her name, but the girl is a heart render. I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. And then Matthias, I don't remember what his deal is, but the whole thing, so good. And there's no spice. It's YA. There's like hints of romance the whole time. And then I read 9 Liars. It's a mystery. It's the 5th book in the Truly DV series. They go to London. I gave this a 4-star. I feel like it'd be more like a 3.75. It was good, but not my favorite. There is a slight spice scene, I think. I'm not sure if it's explicit, but it's like annoying. And yeah. I don't love the way the romance turned out in this series. It's kind of bothersome. But I still love the guy. I forgot what his name is. Is it Will? No, it's Nate. I love Nate. He's amazing. And then I read Memory Lane. Sorry, somebody's vacuuming. I'm gonna talk over it. So Memory Lane by Becky Wade and Rocky Road. This is a Christian interconnected standalone series. I gave the first book a 5-star and the second book a 4.5 star because it was good, but it didn't hit as hard. The first book is about a guy is at sea. He's like floating or trying to swim or something, and this girl goes out and saves him. And he can't remember anything. Not his name, nothing. Nothing about himself, can't remember. She takes him in, and it's a really sweet Christian romance, and I loved it so much. And it's like low-key a mystery as well, because they're trying to figure out who he is and what the heck his problem is and why he can't remember anything. And it was so good. And then Rocky Road is the brother of that guy, and he's an FBI agent, and it was really good. Next, I read Lovely War. 5 stars. 5 stars. If I could give it 6, I would. This was such a good book. It like made me cry. It was so good. It has like Greek mythology and dual romance, and oh my goodness. So it's like Aphrodite is telling a story to Hephaestus, I think, and Ares, and it's so good. And they all contribute to it, I think, except maybe Hephaestus. I don't remember if he contributes, but like Ares, since he's the god of war, and then have Aphrodite, the god of love, they both like tell their sides of the story, because it's these two romances during the war. I think it's World War I. I could be wrong, but it was just so fantastic. I still think about it today. It's like, oh, it was so good. I loved it so much. Such a good book. And then I read Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. That book, it was so good. The concept is such an interesting concept. I love Holly Jackson. She's like really good at coming up with plot twists and stuff. So it's about this girl. Oh, I gave it a 4.5 stars. It's about a girl who gets bashed over the head, but she's like alive at the moment, but she only has like a week to live. Although she could get a surgery, but there's a really small chance of that working and she might die immediately. So she has a week to live and she's gonna solve her own murder. And it's so interesting and plot twisty, and there's like a little romance, and it was so good, and a little heartbreaking, and it was so good. So read it. Holly Jackson is one of my favorite authors. She's like the best mystery author that I've read so far. I've liked all of her books, so that's saying something. I think she has 6 books now. Wow. I've read all of them. Well, 6 books and a novella, so. And then I read Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is the 5th Hunger Games book, but it's technically the 2nd in chronological order. It's Haymitch's Hunger Games, and it was really sad and really good. And yeah, you just should read it. I gave it a 4 star. I don't think I really connected with all the characters as much as I did at the first original series, but it was still really good and heartbreaking, so read it. It's so good. And finally, last but definitely not least, I read The Gray Seer. So this is like a thriller kind of. Well, yeah. It's like a weird mix of things. I don't even know what it is fully. I give it a 4.5 stars because it was so odd and like plot twisty, and I was not expecting it. And I describe it as Lord of the Flies, but if it was all girls. Because that's basically what it was. In this world, they think girls have magic and they're going to use it on the guys because they're evil or whatever. So they push all these girls from a certain year, probably 16. They shove them out and bring them out into the wilderness where some of them die. Some of them just go mad, and some of them like get really hurt. And there are poachers out in the woods. So if the girls like run off, they get killed, and the poachers like harvest their magic or something like that. And it's so odd and bizarre, but also really interesting. And this one girl, the main character, she goes through so much, and she's so smart, and like it's so interesting and weird and odd. I can't remember if there's spice. I feel like there isn't, but things happen, so I don't remember if it's like actually spice or if it's just closed door. But it was really good and interesting. But yeah, that is all of the books that I've been reading lately. I haven't been reading as much as I want to, especially now that I'm doing school and there's a lot of stuff going on. But I'm going to try and post more and read more. And I'm making it more of a priority to read. So hopefully there's going to be more coming. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. And recommend me some books. I always love recommendations. So yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers!